It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Throwing first play is Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, but they're down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The 43-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
You know, like some kind of baseline. Show cover 2. Cover 4 shell.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible. But we watched it happen.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the 50, here's Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pressure applied. He's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Now Herbert going to change the look. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They snap it to Herbert. He'll try to do it himself. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers take the chance on 4th and goal. And
that was a rough-ass drive.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He's going to lead this for his running back.
Damn, I hate when I get blocked and I can't get off the block shit.
Field is spotted at the 49. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
49-yard line.
Get it! Top 60, Bronco 80, Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. This pass is caught by London. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's another Falcons first down.
19 Lions.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
70.
He'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Oh, don't stop coming, bro. You looked at the ball in the air, bro. What was that?
And it's 2nd down.
What was that?
Here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
16 yards. That's another
Dragon 60.
first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Now, 70 Timberwolves.
And the Falcons first down.
Bigsby is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. 7-7, our score after 1. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. As they've got it as we resume action. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll check this one down to Hampton.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On first down, it's Hampton. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. A run once more with Hampton. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Herbert off of play action. That is caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down, Chargers.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It's fourth down.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown. Omari and Hampton from 4 yards out. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. But CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? Forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible, too.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. For the sideline, look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
7 Pirates, 19 Lions.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. That's complete. Lambert Smith. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now they've completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Go.
Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. Field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
But that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Oh, my God, bro. Is he that unstoppable?
Inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
First and 10 at the 19.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got a man, it's London. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
70 range.
They'll look to throw again. Throws right back to London, complete again. And the Falcons are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Number 5, Drake London.
70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19.
Third and goal.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
17.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now second and 7 from the 23. Again, it's Hampton. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Lewis Seed able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing it back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Panther 60, Warriors 70. Trap 50, trap 50.
They'll drop the throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
60 Bobcat, 60.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Atkins. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
7 Pirates, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
2nd and 1. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's caught by Coleman.
How much time, man? Every time, bro. Why don't I ever get pressure, bro?
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his...
Too much fucking time, bro. Time after time after time after time.
Accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Cougar 19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From his own end zone, Herbert. He'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Now that one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got to get a lot of extra time.
It's the ball. Come on, man. It's a possession catch.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Fuck, bro. It's a possession catch, man. Catch the ball.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's...
And you dropped the fucking ball, man, on a critical fucking 4th down.
4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
19, Panther 6, ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ready. 70 Lions.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Thank you. Thank you.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped.
He got Morris, man. Come on, still.
Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. To try here for the extra point. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And the Chargers first down. A gain of 29 yards.
Here's Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal, Chargers.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He dropped it again. Boy, you're not reliable. You're not a reliable target, bro.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This is caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. To the air again, Herbert. And that went off the mark. A little late for the throw.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Lad McConkey laying himself out in the end zone. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Chargers will
They'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th.
Chargers 25.
Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers.
Oh, why y'all be so deep, bro? Y'all fucking me up, bro.
Get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Ready, break. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18, Rattler.
They'll set up to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Keon Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Let's go now.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball, understanding when the receiver is running his route, allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
The 47-yard line. A gain of 7 yards.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down it goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Here's Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Herbert. He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. Now a timeout called for by the offense as As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. This likely a must-have, third and goal. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And his kick is indeed good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards.
70, hot 70.
4-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown. A great effort there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Falcons have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10. And they're on the 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Yeah, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts play.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.